Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? Welcome to the video series where I will teach you how to upload your images from your React app to Node.js server and from your Node.js server to Cloudinary. So this is the part 2 and final part of the video series. On the previous video, we get a quick overview of this application. We have built the front end. So today we're gonna build the backend server, and finally we will hook our front end with our backend app. So before we get started, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It really helps me a lot. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first of all, we're gonna create another directory inside our root directory, mkdir. I will call it server. So let's cd into the server. Let's initialize the package.json file. So npm init-y. And now we have the package.json. Now let's install some of the packages that we will need. So npm I, we will need Fastify /course. This is a Fastify plugin for course. Then we need Cloudinary. Then .env for using environment variables. So these are the packages that we will need as a dependency. So let's just install them. Alright, so our packages are now installed. Now let's install some dev dependencies. So npm I, we need to install nodemon. Nodemon will always restart our server whenever we will change our code. Then we will need another package called concurrently. Concurrently package will allow us to run two scripts at once. We want to run the dev script for the server, and also we want to run the dev script for the client. So to install them as a dev dependency, we need to specify --save -dev. So let's install them. Alright, so our packages are now installed. Let's open up the package.json file on our text editor. Package.json. I want to specify the type. The type will be module because we want to use ES6 module system instead of required syntax. Then I want to add some scripts. I want to add a dev script, and the dev script will be nodemon.source/index.js. Now this index.js file doesn't exist right now. We will create them later. Then we will have a client script, client dev script actually. So client-dev. We want to specify a script for running the client's dev server. So npm --prefix. We need to go one directory back /client. Then we want to run that dev server. So run start. And now I want to add another script which will be called both dev. This time we want to use concurrently. We want to use this script to run two dev servers. So concurrently, first I want to run the client dev script. So npm run client dev script. Then I want to run the dev script of the server. So npm run dev. Now you might think this is weird. We have added this backward slash before these quotations because we need to add quotations, but we already have quotations in JSON. So we cannot add simply just quotations. We need to add a backslash before the quotation. It is used as a escape character. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. So this is our package.json. We have this dev scripts. Now we can create our index.js file. So I will create a directory source. And here I'm going to create another file, index.js. So let's open that up. So first of all, let's just import Fastify from Fastify. Fastify. Then we need to import the config method from .env. So import config from .env. Then we need to import the Fastify course from Fastify course. Oops, wrong package. Fastify/course. Now we need to import the Cloudinary. Cloudinary has two versions, version 1 and version 2. We need to use the version 2. So import version 2 as Cloudinary from Cloudinary. And now let's call the config method so that we can get access to the environment variables, which we haven't added yet, but we will. So let's initialize our Fastify app. So const app, we need to call Fastify. We need to pass some option. We need to pass logger to true. This will give us some information on the console. Then we want to set a body limit. We want to set a body limit to 10 megabyte. The body limit has to be in kilobytes, so 124 kilobytes multiplied by 124, which gives us 1 megabyte, and multiplied by 10 gives us 10 megabyte. We need to register the Fastify course, so app.register, and we need to pass Fastify course. Let's run the dev server, so app.listen. You can see that things are pretty similar to Express. We need to pass an object. We need to specify a port, and the port will be 8000. I will create a separate variable. The port number will actually come from the environment variables. If that doesn't exist, we want to use 8000 as our port. Now the environment variable will be available on our server, on our production server, so you don't need to worry about that. And let's add the port, not port, which will be port. And we need to handle error, so .catch. If any kind of error happens, we want to log it to the console, so app.log.error, and we want to pass the error. Okay, so let's create a simple route to see if everything works or not. So app.post, and the route will be /, and let's pass a function. We need to return a response, so return hello world. So now we can run the dev server and test our route. So I will open up another terminal. So let's go to the folder, not client, server, and now we can run the dev server with npm run dev, and you can see our server is listening at this port. We can test this route using an API testing client. I'm going to use Insomnia. So if we go to HTTP localhost 8000, we don't have to specify any other thing. We just need to change the get route to post route. So let's click send, and you can see we have hello world printed out, and the request is 200, which means okay. So our route and the server is working fine. So I will resize the window. Okay, so now let's set up Cloudinary. Just go to cloudinary.com and then create a new account or log into your existing account. I already have one. So this is the dashboard you will see after you have logged in with your account. You will need three information. You will need your cloud name, you will need an API key, and also you will need your API secret key. The API key can be public, it doesn't matter, but the API secret key cannot be public. You have to make it secret. That's why it is called API secret key. And we're going to store this information in our environment variables. So let's just create another directory, a file at the root of our server project. The file name has to be .env. Let's open that up. So the first variable will be Cloudinary underscore cloud name, and the value will be the cloud name, then Cloudinary API key. I will copy this, Cloudinary API key, and I will paste the API key. I will copy this, I will paste it here, then Cloudinary API secret key, and I will paste it again. So these are the information that we will need as our environment variable. I will close this file, and now we need to configure Cloudinary. So cloudinary.config, and we need to pass some options. First, the cloud name, which will be process.env.cloudinary cloud name. Then API key, which will be Cloudinary API key. Then API secret, which will be Cloudinary API secret. And everything should work fine. We should not have any error. Okay, so no error. Now let's replace this /route to /upload route. I will delete this return statement. Now, just like Express, it takes two parameters. This callback function will take two parameters. One will be request, another one will be reply. And also this function will be async. So let's add try catch block. So let's get information from the request body. So const, we will get source, height, width from request.body, and then we need to specify a path where we want to store our images in Cloudinary. So let me show you. So here we have a tab on the top called media library. Click on that, and this is where all the images, all the media files are stored. So this path is called the root path, or you can say the / path. If you go to any kind of folder, for example this confession folder, then the path will be /confession. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So let's create a folder variable, const folder, and the path will be /queues-uploader. And now we need to create a image config. Here you can specify a lot of things. You can check them in the documentation. So basically I want to specify the height and width. Then I want to specify the folder. Then I want to specify crop. Value will be fit. And you can also specify quality. Max value is 100. I will give 80. And now we need to call the upload method. So await Cloudinary.uploader.upload, and we need to pass source, then image config, and this will return us an object. So let's store that. Const upload res means upload response, and let's just console log that. As a response, we will return an object, success, true, and we will send the actual data. So data will be upload res. Alright, so let's also handle the error. So const message will be error.message, and let's just return reply.status of 400, and we want to send success to false. Message will be message. So now let's test this out. Let's go to Insomnia. The URL will be /upload. Let's click on the body and use form URL encoded. Let's pass height of 1080, then width 1920, and source. Now source can be a base64 image, which is a string, and also you can pass a string, a path to an image, an actual image on your system. So I'm gonna pass one. Okay, so let's try to send, and we have an error, unsupported media type, form URL encoded. I made a mistake. I forgot to install another plugin for Fastify. So npm I Fastify / form body. Alright, so package is installed. Let's run the server again. And now we need to register that plugin. So import Fastify form body from Fastify / form body, and let's register that. App.register Fastify form body. So now let's try this again. So now let's send. We still have 400 bad requests. Success is false. Not sure why. It says must supply API secret. I did supply API secret. There's a mismatch between variable names, so this should be only API secret, not API secret key. And let's kill the server. And let's run the server again. Now everything should work fine. Let's send. It's taking very long time. Not sure why. Okay, so our image is uploaded. You can see we have this huge object. We have success is equals to true, data is equals to the upload response from Cloudinary. We have many things. We have asset ID, public ID, we have URLs, secure URLs. So I can just copy this URL and paste it on my browser, and I can see this image. Okay, it is now uploaded in Cloudinary. So let's go to the Cloudinary and let's refresh this, and we have a new directory, QoS uploader. Let's go to this folder and we have an image, and the resolution you can see 1920 multiplied by 1080. Okay, so our API endpoint is working fine. Okay, so now that our API endpoint is working fine, now we can hook up our client app with server-side app. So I will delete the console logs and I will kill this server. I will run the both dev script. So npm run both dev. It is now running the two dev server at once. On the browser I have this client app. Okay, so now let's go to our client app. Let's go to uploader.jsx. Let's just change, let's delete this console log. Let's just change this URL. This should be http localhost 8000. So I'm just gonna copy this and I will paste it here. Alright, so let's see if it works or not. Let's click on this. Let's select an image, nature 2. Let's click on submit, and you can see that our buttons are disabled. Okay, so our buttons are now enabled again. So let's just go to Cloudinary. Let's refresh. Okay, so now we have two images. So we have successfully uploaded our images. If you are using free service of Cloudinary and you try to upload an image that is more than 10 megabytes, you will get an error, because on free account you can only upload up to 10 megabyte per image. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you want to upload images that are more than 10 megabytes, you will have to purchase a subscription from Cloudinary. So now let's try this again. Let's reset this. Let's drag and drop another picture, this one. And before I submit, I need to handle one thing. I want to remove this image after I have successfully uploaded it. So let's just go to this handle submit. I will delete this console log. I don't need this data. And after 3 seconds, set timeout. 3 seconds, 3000. I want to change the file state, so set file will be an empty object. So now let's go to the browser, let's reset, let's drag and drop again. Now let's try to submit. Let's just wait. Okay, so file is uploaded and you can see that the image is now gone. And if I open up the console, I should not have any kind of error. Okay, I don't have any error. And if I go to the console, Cloudinary console, and I will refresh this, and now we have 3 images. So we have successfully uploaded our images from our React app to Node and from Node to Cloudinary. So our app is working fine, and that's all I wanted to show you in this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video series and learned something new from it. So that's it for today. If you have enjoyed this video series, consider like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more of this full stack videos. If you have any kind of question, please do let me know in the comment section, or if you want to suggest me any kind of topic, feel free to let me know. You can also follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter as Dad on John, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.